Welcome students, I am Satish Kumar Sinha, physics teacher. Today we are going to start the new chapter reflection and refraction of light. Before we start this topic, first you know what is light. Light is a form of energy which enables us to see an object. Now what are the characteristics of light? Light is an electromagnetic wave. Light travels in a straight line. Light is a transverse wave and does not need any medium to travel. Light can also travel through vacuum, and the speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now what is reflection of light? The phenomenon of bouncing back of ray of light which falls on the surface of an object is called reflection of light. When a ray of light falls on a highly smooth polished surface such as mirror, it returns back into the same medium. This is called reflection of light. Now there are two kinds of reflection. It depends on the nature of the reflecting surface. First is regular reflection. Regular reflection occurs when a parallel beam of light falls on a highly smooth polished surface such as plane mirror, and in the regular reflection the reflected rays are parallel to each other after reflection. But in the case of irregular or diffuse reflection, after reflection the reflected rays are non-parallel, and irregular reflection occurs when a beam of light falls on a irregular or rough surface such as surface of the wall and page of a book. Now next is, what are the laws of reflection of light? There are two laws of reflection of light. First is the incident ray, the reflected ray, and the normal drawn at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. The second is the angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So please see this figure. In this figure one plane mirror is there, and the ray of light which falls on the surface of plane mirror from any source is called incident ray, and after striking the reflecting surface it bouncing back in the same medium, that is called reflected ray, and the point on the reflecting surface where the incident ray strikes is called point of incidence, and the perpendicular line that drawn at the point of incidence is called normal. So in this case the first law, incident ray, reflected ray and normal which is at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. The second is angle of incidence which is equal to angle of reflection. What is angle of incidence? The angle which is formed between normal and incident ray is called angle of incidence, and the angle which is formed between normal and reflected ray is called angle of reflection. So in this case angle I is equal to angle R. Now what is a spherical mirror? Spherical mirrors are those mirrors whose reflecting surface is a part of hollow sphere of glass. A spherical mirror is of two types, concave mirror and convex mirror. A concave mirror is that spherical mirror whose inward surface is reflecting, and convex mirror are those mirror whose bulging surface is the reflecting surface. Now some of the important definition terms regarding spherical mirrors. What is pole? The geometrical center or midpoint or center of the spherical mirror is called its pole. Now next one is center of curvature. The center of hollow sphere of which the spherical mirror is a part is called the center of curvature of the spherical mirror. Next one is radius of curvature. What is radius of curvature? The radius of the hollow sphere of which the spherical mirror is a part is called radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is denoted by capital R. Now, what is the relation between focal length and radius of curvature? The focal length of a spherical mirror is half of the radius of curvature. Second is, that is principal axis. The straight line passing through the center of curvature, that is C, and pole P of the spherical mirror is called its principal axis. Aperture, the effective diameter of the spherical mirror or width of the spherical mirror from which reflection of light takes place is called its aperture. Thank you.